My name is Renate. I have been the secretary of the IPCC since 2004, which means I'm responsible for the overall coordination and management of IPCC activities. Before that, I have been involved in IPCC work in various ways, including as deputy secretary, as representative of governments, as well as representative of UNEP, which is one of the IPCC parent organizations, and also as author for an IPCC report. Well, I think the facts that over the years, several thousand of scientists, world-class scientists, contribute jointly and without being paid by the IPCC to IPCC reports, with the only shared objective to provide the best scientific, technical and socio-economic information for decision makers. This, in my view, is absolutely unprecedented and is the real asset for the IPCC. The second point and major achievement, I would say, is that the UN General Assembly in 1990 decided on the need for a global framework convention on capitalism based on the results of the first IPCC report. And since that time, since the existence also of the UNFCCC, the Climate Convention, IPCC has continued to provide scientific, technical, socio-economic advice to the various bodies of the convention, and IPCC reports are being used by that convention. It is through the regular assessment reports, but also responding to specific requests such as the preparation of methodology reports, in particular on the preparation of national greenhouse gas inventories, but also special reports to respond to very specific scientific technical questions. And then finally, the Nobel Peace Prize, which was awarded to the IPCC in the year 2007, shows, first of all, the recognition of the outstanding work of the scientists, but also that there is a much, much wider user group already interested in IPCC work. It is very important that the IPCC remains policy relevant. And to this end, it has to enhance the dialogue with its main user groups, but also expand to other user groups like decision makers in local communities, in business and industry, and also to gradually involve further relevant scientific disciplines. IPCC also should reflect on its current way of working, for instance, whether the current working group structure, the range of products, the timing of products are still adequate to meet the information needs of its main user groups. Then, second of all, IPCC has to provide and continue to provide reports of the highest scientific quality. Also is very important to further enhance the cooperation among working groups and among disciplines. And finally, I would recommend a stronger cooperation with relevant other UN bodies and multilateral environmental agreements in order to provide in a more comprehensive but highest quality manner information, policy-relevant information on all the main environmental and development issues, which each of them cannot be looked at in isolation, and therefore I believe a stronger cooperation among the relevant assessment and scientific bodies would certainly be of benefit for decision-making. I want to highlight two main points. The first is the interdisciplinary work, working with people from various backgrounds, such as natural scientists, climatologists, oceanographers, hydrologists, glaciologists, biologists, then modelers, economists, engineers, and more increasingly also social scientists who look into the human dimensions of capitalism. The second point is that IPCC has a clearly defined goal and a clearly defined user group, which is the policymakers and their advisors. So we know that IPCC reports are being used by decision makers, by the negotiations, and that they're not just ending up on some shelf.